Payday 3, the long-awaited sequel to Payday 2. We don't talk about Payday 1. When I say long-awaited, I mean 7 years, nearly a decade since Payday 3 started development. Now I know what you're thinking, Diablo 2 to Diablo 3 decade? No. This is Duke Nukem 3D to Duke Nukem Forever kind of wait and end result, and it's bad. That's what I'm trying to say. I know all of you die-hard fans out here are gonna be like, oh well, the game has so much to offer, these are the things, this is why it's fun. I have 157 hours roughly on Payday 2, all right, and I wouldn't pirate this game, let alone pay the literal like $10 I did on Game Pass to play it. Now, relax, because let me explain my perspective on this first. Or click off. I really don't want you to click off. Please don't click off. So, here's the thing. When you start playing the game, you can't. You can't play the game. Now, before I get into the cons of this game, because trust me, there's a few. First thing we're gonna do is have our pros. Our ice cream, our hokey pokey, before we have to go eat our silver beet, which is disgusting, and anybody who eats silver beet unironically is insane. Delu, have you ever had hokey pokey ice cream? Feels crazy that I'm asking that question to the editor. The pros of this game. Wow, there is not much. There's not much for me to go on for the pros of this game. I'm gonna be really honest. I'm gonna absolutely try my darndest, but anyway, we'll get into the pros. Though you could say this isn't a pro depending on your perspective of the game, but there's more cohesivity and smoothness to the game loop, even if the game loop is the same game loop as the second game. That's all I've got. Everything feels smoother, but not smooth. But we'll get into the silver beet right now. We're having our hokey pokey ice cream. Yum yum in my tummy. The movement in combat, admittedly, does feel more smooth. Feels smoother. I feel like I'm sliding and moving around and shooting, and everything feels like it feels a lot better. But that also could be that though I'm doing very menial tasks, I'm actually just getting pumped up because the music is really pumpy all the time. Is that a complaint? I guess we're in cons now. Here's the silver beet. Open your mouth. It's confining. Open your mouth. I don't know, man. Cons. Damn. Strap yourself in, okay? Or strap on, because I'm about to, I have a hell of a lot of cons. I'm gonna be really honest. We are con city right now. Nothing makes me want to play a game less than having to register an entirely new account on an entirely different website, okay? Because I downloaded the game on Xbox, the Xbox application on PC, I don't expect to launch it for it to be like, hey man, create an account on this website you've never fucking heard of. It's stupid. Nobody wants to do that. It is literally one of the most dog shit things you can do as a gaming company. Publishers who are like, yeah, sign into our website. So that means that when our security turns to shit and all of your data gets leaked, you guys are gonna have a data leak, and then I have this website that I'm like, what was that website? That's right, I played Payday 3 for 2 to 7 hours, and now I have my and now somebody's got data on me. That's crazy. Day one, literally couldn't connect to the servers at all. But anyway, I pre-download the game, and then I go to play it the following day. My friend's like, and he might watch this too, so Duke, if you see this, I apologize. He's like, I didn't have any issues, fuck, it was so great. And then I go to play the game the next day, boom, server issues. Literally in matchmaking perpetually. I can't even connect to a server, let alone have people actually fill in the lobbies. And which is crazy, right? Like, they launched the game 7 years old and they just didn't bother. And then you go to the Twitter, and the Twitter for the Payday team is dog shit. And they're like, hey guys, we're trying our best. Give us a heads up how it's going. And then you have people in the Twitter tweets who are like, hey guys, thanks for trying your best. They're deep through this microphone for the company that just like siphoned money with cosmetics in Payday 2. And in Payday 3, they released the game with fucked servers. And you're like, you guys are doing your best. Like, this is me right now, okay? Boot up the game, go to look.
Easier to carry than bags, huh? I want you to go inside.
Riveting stuff, that loading screen. Riveting stuff. Why can't I pick my region? What the hell is with me not being able to pick my fucking region, man? Like, we are in some sort of destitute pseudo-reality where games are releasing with and we'll get into it in a second, an always online component. But me, the gamer, cannot pick that I only match with people in Australia or Oceania. What is that about? It's crazy because in matchmaking, it doesn't show who I'm connecting to, what region I'm connecting to, and what the ping's gonna be, or if it's expanding searches. It just it just sits there matchmaking until eventually I get into a game, which 99% of the time is by myself, or I get a matchmaking error. What the fuck? The always online requirement is insane to me. No company should be releasing a game as always online. Now, I know what some of you are gonna say. Oh, hey, Rheezzy, everybody has an internet connection, all right? Everybody has an internet connection all the time. And I'm here to tell you, well, Dulu, don't look at my balls. The always online component is one of the worst things you can ever do. And I'm gonna say this for publishers, game devs, anybody. If you have a service that can run offline, run it offline. Because when me, the gamer, has matchmaking errors and server problems, maybe I just want to go play solo. But guess what? I have to connect to a server to play solo. You guys are idiots. You guys are actual idiots. That's a crazy requirement, by the way. That's insane. You're insane people. You have weird looking faces. Like a good example of this, I was living in like my first apartment with my now wife, because I've been together with her for a very long time. And Australian internet, if you don't know, it has traditionally been god awful until we had fiber rolled out across the country. Prior to that, we had like the worst internet ever. Where I lived, I had like 5 gig of internet or 2 gig of internet for like, I don't know, it was 2 gig of internet for a month at a time where I lived. And if I wanted more, 5 gigs was $10. $10. That's crazy pants. I couldn't play Diablo 3 because I had to be online all the time. And I went online and I played for like 2 hours and it siphoned all the internet. And then I used my phone internet, which then I got shaped for using. So stop doing always online. Hitching and stuttering is the most insane thing that games are releasing with right now. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest to you guys. I don't think any game should be releasing with constant hitching and stuttering. And on my last video that did really well, if you haven't checked it out, I did a Starfield one. People were like, oh, everybody's just willing to just disconnect from like the reality of this game, blah, blah, blah. This video is a prime example of showing you that I, as like, I don't know, a content creator, as a video maker, as a handsome devil, whatever title you want to give me, that I don't cut slack for all games. Starfield had its issues, but this game has constant stuttering. Oh, look, hey, did you see a grenade explode? Oh, get dropped to 15 frames for like a full 3 seconds. Oh, what's that? You've been playing the game for more than an hour? Well, get ready for all the performance to just take a fucking dive. Just take a dive. And just have constant stuttering at 15 frames until you go from borderless to full screen. And then back to borderless. Oh, it works now. And before one of you pieces of shit say it, I did try that on full screen to borderless to full screen, okay? Regardless of what I picked. And I'm not playing in windowed mode because I'm not a fucking serial killer. Also, to speak of that stuttering, I was like, man, maybe it's my computer struggling. Maybe my 3080 Ti with my Ryzen 9900 and my 32 gig RAM, maybe that's struggling to play this game. Nope, because if I go from ultra to high, it's a little bit improved, but it's still dog shit. If I go from high to medium, the game legitimately looks like Payday 2. You couldn't tell me otherwise. The NPCs still look like absolute dog shit, and they've used all the same highlighting for all the stuff. They've even used the same indicators for cameras and whether or not people can see you. Like, they're just literally reusing assets and effects. Anyway, that's regardless. Oh, let's go through the missions. Holy shit. Cool. So the missions, if you had played Payday 2, and if you haven't, let me take you through what Payday 3 is. You rob a bank, you rob a jewelry store, you rob a club, then you rob a museum, then you rob another bank, then you rob a shipping yard, then you rob a penthouse. Dude, that's crazy because all of those quests are the exact same as the ones in Payday 2. Oh, what? The buildings are a little bit different? Oh, what? Now there's phones that use QR codes? The future? No. They are basically the same thing. You're robbing a jewelry store. Sick. It's like, oh, you're robbing a bank? Sick. There were 3 banks in Payday 2. And before anybody says it, oh, hey, Rheezzy, remember, this is a robbery gang. Bro, the lack of creativity with the missions in this game is fucking beyond me. And I finished all of them in a day. Dude, tying vendors to challenges is crazy. Oh, you unlock this thing by doing this stupid fucking challenge. Nobody in any world should ever be tying game progression to challenges because that's what Call of Duty did, and they can suck a fart through a garden hose. Oh man, I really want to get that goddamn AK. Dude, I better get 25 headshots on snipers. with a pistol. You should never tie anything to that, okay? Me playing the game and getting kills with a gun should be enough to unlock stuff. Nobody wants to do that. The gameplay loop is already kind of garbage. Giving me challenges is insane. I am a grown man. I do not have time to do that. Fucker. Why is Ice-T in the game? It's not really a complaint, just like, why is he there? Anyway, we got some Steam reviews. I'm wanting to add this into the segments for the videos from now on. Let's check out the 6th Steam review from Metro. That's P-A-U-N. You might need to censor that, Delu, just in case YouTube comes for me. C-O-M-E, not the other one. The only clown is the one playing the game. He has 21 hours. I thought that was funny. And then the other one is from Council of Rick. The guy who made Rick and Morty actually went to prison for a pretty serious crime. But anyway, the real heist was on our wallets. Let's see what. Let's go. Anyway, basically the appeal of Payday 2, and it's basically the same for Payday 3, becoming more efficient at the missions, becoming faster at the missions, and unlocking more stuff. That is literally it, and that is pretty much Payday 2. And guess what? That's pretty much Payday 3. Let me blow your mind. It's basically the same fucking thing. Good God, shitting. And we're living in such tribulating times. I'm gonna be really honest. I know a big word like tribulating is crazy, but anyway, one second. Publishers and developers and AAA companies are literally just like just distributing shit games with horrible optimization, and we're just eating it up. If anything, this has identified that even a small company that's been working on a game for 7 years is going to distribute absolute garbage, and they've essentially created a worse experience. But you're paying $60 to like $134 Australian. Fuck, that's a lot of money. I wouldn't even pirate this game. So save your time and money, man. It's better spent elsewhere. Go buy, Baldur's Gate 3. $100. Pay $40 extra, refund that shit. You're gonna play Baldur's Gate for like 250 hours and get a bunch of replay value. Still a good goddamn game. BattleBit, go play that for $23. Shits on this game. Though this isn't a review, I give it 2 out of 5 masks. I don't know what my rating system is. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Appreciate you. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. None of this was... What are you doing right now? What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for a power board.
I don't have a power board. Get the fuck out! I need to finish this, and then I'll get you a power board. You are stopping me from pooping. This is basically torture right now. Appreciate you guys. Remember, don't let anybody fuck up your day. The developers for Payday 3 will do that for you.